Hey everyone, this is Mitch with Active8, here to show you how to change your area time slots for holidays. First, we'll need an administrator to go to Corporate Locations. Search for your location within the list and click Edit. This will pull up your locations page where you can change your hours of operation. As you can see, here's your normal hours of operation, any rules that are set up currently. This will include any specials that you might have set up in the past, as well as your standard schedule. Normally, Thanksgiving falls on a Thursday. In this case, you can see here that it's fall Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday hours from 2 to 9 p.m. We will need to create an exception by clicking the Create an Exception button and entering the date of the holiday. Once you enter it, click Save. After the exception is created, we'll need to create a new availability rule for the holiday. Click the Add button and click Add Hours of Operation. You'll want to enter your title. In this case, I'll just use the holiday, Thanksgiving. Select your time zone, which will be in standard time because it's after November 6th. Click All Day anytime you change your time zone and then deselect it. This will change your start and end times to be adjusted based on the time zone change. Next, we'll need to change our start and end date to match. These will need to be the holiday, but make sure that they are both identical. Next, we're going to set up the hours of operation for the holiday. Normally, we'd be open from 2 to 9 p.m. In this case, we're going to open a little earlier at 11, but we'll still close at 9. Select the repeat box to turn on the repeat cycle, even though this will only be available for one day. Select weekly from the repeats box and select repeat every one. We know Thanksgiving is on a Thursday, so select that box on the repeats. Next, ends on date will open up a new window that you can select the date. You'll always want to go about 3 days after the holiday just for good measure. This will allow it to repeat up until that date, so it will no longer create any recurring instances. Click Save to save it. Next, we want to take a look at our holidays area view. You can go to Events, then Area View. The easiest way to jump to a holiday is to click Month to open up the month view, and then click the left or right arrows to navigate to your month. The dates within the month are clickable, which will let you drill down into the correct date. Once there, the default view will be day. Switch to areas to be able to see which areas your corresponding time slots will go to. As you can see, there are not that many set up for Thanksgiving. Next, we need a template to be based off of. We want our Thanksgiving to be based off of Saturday's normal schedule. So we'll open up a new tab and go to the area view for Saturday, November 26th. As you can see, there are much more time slots available at all different parties. We'll need to recreate this. The first thing you'll want to do on this page is either take a snippet with the Windows tool or any other form of screenshot, or even writing them down. You'll want to make sure that you grab all time slots as well as their corresponding areas. So Kids Table 1, 2, 3, as well as a couple party tables. Write down all the information or take a screenshot so you can reference it as needed. Be sure to do the same for your normal Thursday schedule. Now, we'll need to go into Corporate and Areas. I have it open here, and we'll need to take a look at the areas that are available for that normal Thursday. We'll start on the Party Table 1. The first slot is 2 to 4 p.m. What we'll need to do is essentially wipe out all the normal time slots available on that day, unless they will also be available on the new schedule. So we'll click Edit on Party Table 1 and go to Availability List. As we can see here, we have Party Table 1 from 2 to 4 every 1 week on Thursday from 2 to 4 p.m. This is the rule that's creating that time slot. So we'll need to create an exception on that holiday on the 24th and then click Save. Now that time slot should no longer be available. The next thing we'll need to do is do that for all other time slots on each of these areas until they're all wiped out. After you believe you're done, make sure you check to look and that this holiday should have no dates on it available at all, except any events that might have been booked very far in advance. Once they're all done, you'll need to make sure that you take the image that you took of your template date, so Saturday, and we're going to need to build that date templates into this area. So we'll first take a look at Saturday, November 26th. The very first one is Kids Table 1 at 2:30 to 4 o'clock. So we'll go back to our areas and go to Kids Table 1, Availability List, and then we'll enter Thanksgiving. Change your time zone as normal and select the all day on, then off. You'll want to select just your holiday as the start date and end date. Make sure these are identical. We want to review the tab just to make sure we get the time right. So we notice that it's Kids Table 1, 2:30 to 4 o'clock. This is where it's important to keep a screenshot available so you can look back on it as needed. So from here, we enter 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. All we're doing is going to basically recreate the same schedule that is available on Saturday and put it on Thursday. We'll set the repeat every week for 1 week, every Thursday in this case, and ends on the date 3 days after the holiday, the 27th. Click Save, and now that time slot should be created on Thanksgiving. You'll need to do the same for every single one of these time slots, so it is a very long process. Be sure to check your work as you're going, and if you see any issues, go back into the areas that it corresponds to and review. Easiest things to miss are if the start and end date are different, then it will not work correctly. Additionally, make sure that you're in the right time zone. There are all sorts of things that could go to make the time slots appear differently than what you want them to. Just take a look and review the rules that you have created, and you should be able to figure out what happened. If not, give us a call and we can help you out. Thanks for joining.